Miss Cindy's Kitchen. Tonight we're going to be making a classic pumpkin pie. This recipe is taken from All Recipes, and what makes it different than the Libby's is rather than requiring evaporated milk and sugar, it calls for sweetened condensed milk. So I thought that would be a nice version to try. And I have the pre-made pie crust that I'm going to put into a pie plate, and I'm just gonna crimp the edges. I'm not a master pie baker by any means, but I'm learning. But this recipe sounded unique and simple, so I wanted to try it. So, and as you can see in the background, I baked a couple other things earlier. Made lemon bars and a sweet potato pie, but a different recipe than one I've made before on here. Alright, I gotta redo that a little bit, so anyway. Perfect pie crust is an aim of us all. I haven't quite reached that yet, so. Any tips or tricks for fluting the pie crust, making pie crust? Let me know. I'm just sticking with the store-bought pie crust. So, alright, that looks a little tacky over here. Alright, let me tuck that down. Oh well. We're here for the pumpkin pie filling, not the pie crust, so. Alright. So, it's a work in progress. Eventually I'll have it down. So, it calls for 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin. And this is the pumpkin brand we found at Costco. It's good stuff. I bought it a second time. And this is pure pumpkin. Not pie filling, pumpkin. A 15-ounce can.
If I can ask, what's the difference?
The pie filling already has the milk, and it goes straight into the pie crust.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie is made from either pie filling ready made, or if you're making it from scratch, you use pumpkin. It's because you're adding the ingredients yourself.
Okay.
And then 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. So it sounded interesting to try it this way. I'm used to doing the pie version that has the evap milk and sugar. Alright. So far we have a 15-ounce can of pumpkin and a standard can of sweetened condensed milk, also known as La Lechera, if it's in a Mexican style market. This just happened to be what our grocery outlet had on hand. 14-ounce can. Alright, and let me crack the eggs. So basically you just whisk it all together. And we got 2 eggs. And that's the oven being heated up to 425. Alright. Alright, I'm going to break this up just a tiny bit. Just breaking up the yolk so it'll incorporate better in here. Add that in there. Basically just says to add everything in and mix it up. So the next things we add are the spices. And for the spices we have a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. So this is a 1/2 teaspoon. This is the ginger. So we have 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. Alright. And then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg. 1/2 teaspoon. And then we have a full teaspoon of cinnamon. Teaspoon cinnamon. I think this one actually fits in here, so. Go through a lot of cinnamon lately because it goes in my carrot cake and my pumpkin bread. And then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I don't want to make sure I don't over pour salt into the batter, so putting it over here. All right, and then we whisk it all together. Just says whisk it all together. See, it's a nice creamy color from the sweetened condensed milk. I'm just going to whisk it until I see that all the spices have been incorporated. All right. And then we pour it into the pie crust. All right. I'm using a 9-inch pie pan because the filling will fill out a 9-inch pie. Well, looks like it's going to be full. Scrape it all down. All right. Let me just get the remainder out real quick. Don't want to let anything go to waste. All right. So it bakes at 425 for 15 minutes. Then we turn it back down to 350 for another 35 minutes.
Okay, so you cook it at 2 temperatures.
Right. And let's see. Yeah, so 15 minutes at 425, then 35 minutes at 350 degrees. So let me go ahead and put this in the oven. Let me just move this one out of the way. All right, I'm going to put it in the oven. All right. And we'll be back with you when it's ready to come out of the oven. And the pie has come out of the oven. And basically it's 425 for 15 minutes. And then this pie, 30 minutes at 350. Because when you're cooking a pie that's kind of got a custard filling, you don't want to over bake it because then it will crack and get grainy. So once the center is set, even if it's a little bit jiggly, that's when it's the time to take it out of the oven. So now it's got to cool completely before we do a taste test. So in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video to your friends and give us your feedback. And give us more ideas for episodes you'd like to see and treats for the holidays. So thank you again for joining us, and we'll bring you back for a taste test once the pie is cooled off. And we're back with our pumpkin pie. It's been sitting in the fridge for about a full 24 hours. Just because life's busy. It's always busy. Anyway, we're going to have a taste test. And I'm going to first cut the pie into 8 pieces.
Look at that pie.
And then I will dish it up. I always find it better to portion out the pie at the beginning so you end up with somewhat uniform slices. I always cut it in 4 pieces. Then I cut it further into 8 pieces. Now, one point of reference is that the diameter of the pie plate usually equates to the number of servings you will have when the pie is done. Like if you have a 6-inch pie, you're going to have 6 pieces. If you have an 8 or a 9-inch pie, you're going to end up with 8 pieces. And if you have a ginormous Costco pie, which is 12 to 14 inches, it's at least 12 slices. So, anyway. If I can get a grip on the plate, I will serve up a piece of pie. What did she get a hold of?
A hair tie?
Oh my goodness. Look at that beautiful pie.
Oh, look at that pie.
That's the benefit of letting it sit in the fridge for a while. So there's that.
By the way, say hi, Tyler. Tyler is going to be doing our taste test tonight.
Yeah. So let me put some Cool Whip on the pumpkin pie.
Ooh.
That's not a dollop, that's a mountain.
Well, hey,
Are you
go
gonna
big or
co-
go home.
Are you going to go playing?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
All right.
I was joking, I wasn't complaining.
So there's your piece. So you can go ahead and try it.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, we know that. It's pumpkin pie. How does it taste?
Well, like a pumpkin pie.
That rings right up there with it's a pork
What's
chop.
a pork chop?
So, anyway, thank you again for joining us, and make sure you like and subscribe and share to your friends, and leave us a comment and come back for more. I'll be doing more holiday recipes, and if you have a recipe or something you'd like for me to try or demonstrate how to do, just leave it in the comments and we'll do our best to incorporate it. So we'll see you again soon.
Thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen. To get more recipes like this one, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Share it out to your friends, family, neighbors, and leave us a comment to let us know how this recipe worked for you. And don't forget to hit that like button. Again, thank you for watching Miss Cindy's Kitchen.